What's up, Heavy Hitter Nation? You're here with your boy selling Minnesota, Joshua Johnson, MN. Say what up, Loper Khan.
What up, people?
Dude, welcome to the Heavy Hitter Podcast, the podcast that gets all the heavy hitters. We've had some awesome guests. Tonight, we actually don't have a guest, and that's okay. But I asked for 15 minutes of Loper Dog's time. I set an alarm clock. So at 9:52, my alarm will be going off and we'll be done. And I just got to say, Loper, I know you got a lot going on. You are like burning it at both ends. You've got maybe a little vacation coming up. You're like swim, rah, rah, captain. You've got like so much stuff going on. So it does mean a lot that you just kept your word. You hopped on here tonight. It means a lot, dude.
Yeah. And if I'm talking a little quiet, man, don't forget I have my kids are having a camp out in the attic, and this is the New England camp out series. So they're going to camp out until we go on vacation. So I've got two of them sleeping on the floor, one sleeping on the couch. So I'm going to be a little less animated, a little bit more calm, keeping the voice down to make sure everybody stays asleep. So
I know this is like we're telling camp stories. It's all like dark, poorly lit. But obviously, because you got three kids sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, literally like 6 feet away from me. So yeah, big week, man. Go on vacation on Wednesday morning and come back. It's from the 27th through July 6th or 7th or something like that. So
Nice, dude. Doing the big East Coast trip, right?
New England.
New England.
Flying into Boston and going to Gloucester and to Portsmouth and to Bar Harbor and to freaking the White Mountains in New Hampshire and New Haven, Connecticut. And hell, I don't even know, really. We're all going to be all over the place, man. I've never been to Maine, never been to Vermont, never been to any of these states.
I've never been to any of those places either.
Yeah, so I don't even know what to expect. I know the weather's going to be nice. It's like 100 degrees down here, sweltering. Just you don't even want to go outside. It's so hot. Like, not even to check the mail, not even to like get the paper off the porch. Like, that hot.
So you're excited to get out of there a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 80. Humidity's not gonna be as bad. I'll take it.
Get you some of that New England clam chowder.
Oh yeah, a lot of lobster.
Nice, dude.
They say don't pronounce the R's up there, so it's instead of Bar Harbor, it's Bahaba. Lobster.
Yeah, people with the name Marty are probably Marty.
Yeah, Marty.
What do you call a guy? Robert?
I don't know.
I don't know, dude. So, dude, have you been watching any soccer? What's going on in the World Cup?
Well, I've been trying to. I'm still pulling for Mexico. They won yesterday morning, and then today I watched just pieces and parts of games. I watched some Japan playing Poland. I think that's who played. And then another game earlier. I watched a little bit of all the three of the games today. But,
okay,
nothing too eventful. I do have a neighbor kid, one of my good buddies. His son likes to edit videos.
Okay.
And he knows that I do. So we were talking about it at the pool about a week ago or so. And so I'd send him a message over Instagram direct message. And I was like, hey, man, why don't you do like a World Cup goals highlight reel? Because that's what he does. He takes movies that he likes, like Spider-Man, stuff like that, and downloads it and then clips it to music. So I was like, why don't you find all the goals from the World Cup and make you a goal montage where you have him scoring, you put the name of the player and then it changes to the beat of the music. And he was like, oh, this is fantastic, Mr. Loper. Thank you for the idea. So
that's awesome, dude.
He's probably been tearing that up all week, but that's something fun. I'll link to that if he ever shows it to me. I'm sure he will in the next couple days or so.
And he'll get the announcers like screaming and like go,
just whatever.
And like that's cool, man. He should like hook it up to some like hip hop music.
Yeah, so I told him to pick out a song that was just really popular, like know it or not, find out like what's number one on the charts and just make that song work.
So what song do you think that would be for you? I mean, I know you're not very big into like song titles and artists, but like what do you feel like a song is that you're like bumping to, like just like Still like Walk It Like I Talk It? Is that the only one you got for me or what?
No, it hasn't changed much. It's whatever comes on whenever I type in on my phone here. Let me see real quick.
I mean, I would like to know with the BET Awards going on tonight. I feel like that's a good little deal. I mean, like, do you know any Childish Gambino?
Just the video. That's got to win something, right?
This Is America.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is the song of the summer? Is it Cardi B? I Like It Like That.
Well, on the Amazon app is what I use to play music. Whenever I type in the top 100 most played hip hop, God's Plan is number 1 by Drake.
God's Plan still, huh?
Psycho. I guess that's what's his name.
Post Malone.
Yeah, Post Malone.
Is that number 2?
Yeah, Pray for Me, Kendrick Lamar, and somebody else. The Weeknd and Kendrick Lamar. This Is America, Childish Gambino. Walk It, Talk It.
Walk It, Talk It by the Migos.
Yeah, Migos, yeah.
Dude, so Drake, God's Plan. So Drake drops an album, Scorpion, I believe, next week. I don't know if it's June. I don't know. Do they have like a rhyme or reason when they usually like drop shit? Is it usually like Fridays? For some reason, I feel like it's June 28th, maybe.
I don't know.
Yo. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Aren't they sleeping? You got kids sleeping on the floor, dude.
You can't hear that. I got headphones on.
You like that? You like that jam?
Whatever.
You like that stuff?
No, what were you saying about dropping on Fridays?
Just if there's any like rhyme or reason to like when artists drop their stuff. I feel like it's usually like a Thursday night, Friday night.
Probably get prepped up for the weekend.
I think so.
Yeah, I think
I know
around the house when people are getting ready to go out and do shit, they're turning on the music, I
know people around. I'm sorry. So Scorpion by Drake drops 6/29. So that is what, next Friday? Yeah. I feel like it is usually like Fridays.
Yeah, I don't know.
They probably figure people work all week and they want to sit around Friday night or whatever and have some drinks and stream or something. I don't know.
Ain't no telling.
I
figure they have that figured out. It's like the somebody gets paid to figure out when the best time to drop that CD is, or that song. Like if Starbucks is going to buy a new property in Cary, North Carolina, there's somebody that comes to Cary and does research on where to buy that property. Like what would be the best location. So somebody smart's got all that shit figured out. Right. They're not like us dropping podcasts. I'll record it on Monday and post it on Friday, like whenever the fuck I can. We're not doing a science here.
No, but that's the thing. You got to figure it out to get to that point. You got to like experiment and figure it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So someday people probably will be asking you like, "Hey, was it worth it to do a 15-minute podcast?" And be like, "No, hell no, it wasn't."
Or it was our most popular one.
Or it could be. Yeah. It's just all about life's all about at bats, right?
We had mentioned too, like when I texted you, I was like, "Yeah, I don't know about tonight. We don't have a guest, kind of it's late. It's always late, it seems like." And then you asked me for 15 minutes. And then whenever I called you, and I was like, "Yeah, it's one of those things that's almost a good topic is you have 15 minutes. It's the title of the show tonight. Everybody's got 15 minutes, like a friend wants to do something. He says, "Hey man, you got 15 minutes?" Like you might not have it right then, but you got 15 minutes later in the day. You got 15 minutes tomorrow. You have 15 minutes for your boy. My wife always makes this. She has this thing that says, "Don't make someone a priority who only makes you an option." And I don't really know where that fits into the 15-minute thing, but if somebody asked me for 15 minutes, like if that person is sort of somewhere on my priority list, they get it.
I like that, man. I appreciate that. I do. Well, especially I mean, especially like going into it too, where like, again, you're just like either you know, what were you saying? Fuck, I'm just like fumbling all over the place. Making 15 minutes. I saw something the other day. It was like you don't um all the time you hear people say like, "Oh, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have time this, that, and the other thing." But it's like you got to make time. You got to carve it out just like you did tonight. And that's huge. And again, it goes back to keeping your word because we're committed to this podcast. We're committed to Heavy Hitter Nation on Sunday night, guest or no guest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And they
And
said,
and truly feel like, dude, the world would operate so much better if people just like kept their word. Like, and I'm gonna keep my word to you. Like I said 15 minutes. I don't plan on keeping you for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Once this thing goes off, we're done.
that's it.
Like, and that's why I didn't ask you if you had 5 minutes. I wasn't trying to trick you into coming on here for, 30 minutes, or sometimes I know we can be long-winded or whatever, but it's like, no, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah, we never did like we said how many episodes or how long we're going to do it for, but we never said how long the episodes have to be.
That's true.
So it's a little hack. We'll take it.
That's true.
Do you know about the South by shirt?
I don't South by Southwest,
Yeah.
Austin, Texas. Did your wife grab that for you?
No, KB did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, yeah. He was there for something last year. We were
Awesome,
cleaning
dude.
out the drawers today, getting packed up for vacation. And you start digging down at the bottom of my t-shirt pile, and I found all these new nice t-shirts that I've had all these years. And I was like, shit, look at this one, look at that one, look at there.
That is a solid T-shirt, dude.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I do like the tees. How's KB doing, by the way? Is he winning big out there or what?
Yeah, today he's playing in the Monster Stack. It's like a $1,500 big, like thousands of players, thousands of entrants going to be in it. And he was texting pictures of his chip stack, and I know he made it to dinner break. After that, I haven't really seen or heard any updates. But what is it, 7:50 out there? They'll probably play till like midnight or something tonight.
That's sweet, dude.
Yeah.
I know he came up in conversation today when I was at an open house because this gal who's an agent has a friend that's like a big poker player, and they're going out there July 7th for like birthdays, 7/7, what have you. And I mentioned him and, our podcast and his podcast and said, hey, if your friend's really that big into poker, probably knows KV from his, poker podcast. It's pretty cool. So let me ask you this, man, because we only have 1 minute left. It's 9:51. We are 21 episodes into the podcast. Like, how are things going? What are your thoughts? And what do you think about the future? Just we'll close it out with that.
Yeah, I think things are going good. I still think we need to evolve. We need to think of creative ways to, come up with good content. Like, sometimes when we text each other back and forth, it's coming up with content ideas, like getting sort of a steady stream. Maybe there is like a content calendar that we kind of have set, so we don't have to sort of think about it, or maybe we can think about it a little bit ahead of time. Or if we like the fact that we're kind of totally random and off the cuff, I mean, that's something to talk about too. Getting my Mac back, like for making clips and doing stuff like that, I felt like that was fun and that was helpful.
That was helpful.
Don't have that still, so that sucks. But I think our guest list is gonna just it's just gonna keep growing.
It's gonna keep growing, and with that, dude, my alarm's going off.
That's it, man.
So hey, I just want to thank you for your time. Thanks for keeping your word, Heavy Hitter Nation. This has been like a special getting Loper on Slumber Party night.
Slumber Party.
Hey, we probably won't do another podcast until vacation. So I hope you guys have fun and have a safe vacation. And all you listeners in Heavy Hitter Nation, enjoy your summer. We'll see you soon.
That's it, guys. You can find me at Lopercon, at Selling Minnesota MM. What is it? At Joshua Johnson MM.
You got it.
And then
at Lopercon on Instagram. Follow him.
I think what we'll do too is we will squeeze in a podcast, but we're going to do the over the phone Anchor podcast. Like, so it's going to be a total test run. You're going to hear episode 22, and it's not going to be like it is today. It's not going to be available on YouTube. It's only going to be available on the podcast
on Anchor
version or form, and we're going to record it as a phone call.
Perfect.
So we'll test that out.
Gotta go. Gotta keep my word, bro. 9:53. Peace out.
See you guys.
See ya.